Welcome. So I'm just going to talk about a few things, mostly America, because America's in a complete, absolute mess. The country's falling apart. And I really do feel sorry for really true Americans in America right now, because it's just a complete and utter debacle all the time. And mostly caused by feminists and women in places, and not much better in the UK as well, and not much better in other countries as well. So the world's in a really great place, isn't it? Complete mess. But I'm going to talk a little bit about this Jussie Omelette. You know the guy I mean, with this story that he concocted, and about this mega hat guys, white guys that were whatever. I mean, who did he think would believe that story in the first place? First off, I don't think he thought that the police were going to take a really good, deep look at it. He thought the media would run with it, which they did, and that's all he would need was just the media, and the police didn't get too involved, and he would be, he would be the victim, of course. This is the mindset of, obviously I think he's a Democrat, he must be. He certainly hates Trump, of course, being the history of his posts on a few platforms. What a absolute ridiculous story. Nobody really believed him. The police certainly didn't believe him, and they found proof that, whatever. Now, what worries me is that he's found out that he was lying about it all, which was obvious. And the media ran with it. Oh, yeah, he's the victim, he's whatever. They found out that it's a hoax. And have they actually said anything sorry or anything, the media or anything? No, of course they haven't said that. But the crime that he committed is a very serious crime, because it could have caused so much trouble. People could have got killed. And what worries me is that he's going to get a slap on the wrist, which really would send a complete bad signal to people out there. There's enough hoaxes of hate crimes now as it is, without them just slapping him on the wrist. So I think he should get the full force of the law against him, and he should get fully charged all the way, I think, myself personally, because that is going to be the only way to try and stop this stupidity that's going on in America. I really do feel sorry for the American people who are Americans and believe in America, and that all this is going on there. And they don't seem to be doing anything about it. They seem to be just hiding places or whatever. They should stand up and say enough is enough. These Democrats and the lefties and socialists and feminists are all taking over America and then destroying it. And we can see how they're destroying the country openly. And nobody seems to be doing anything about it. And when you look at all the trouble that's been happening, it's usually there's always a female there. Have you noticed that? There's always a female where there's trouble and drama and God knows what else. Where it's all not anything is running smoothly, it's all screwed up. There's a woman there. And this Acosta lady, or whatever her name is, with this socialism idea, which is what it is. And we all know that socialism has never ever worked. In any point of history has it ever worked. Offering free stuff to people to get elected is the lure, and then it all goes tits up, doesn't it? Always. I mean, Venezuela, let's be honest, is done. Anyway, back to this Jussie Omelette guy, you know what I mean. Let's assume he was a white, straight man, and he tried to make the hoax the other way round, where it was, the Democrats attacking him, and he was found out to be a hoax. Can you imagine he would be executed on the spot, or something of that nature. This is the two rules, one for Democrats, one for Republicans. The thing is, you see, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm not Labour, I'm not Conservative, I haven't got any flag on me that tell me that's who I am, because you don't have to politicize everything. Some ideas I agree with, some ideas I don't agree with, but I certainly aren't labelled into a conservative, Labour or Democrats or whatever. I'm just me. And that is the trouble. You either Labour, the Democrat, or a Republican in America at the moment, and that's it. And of course in England, the Brexit deal has all gone tits up as well again, and May can't do this, and it's just a complete mess again. And who's at the head there? May, who's another female. God, can we not see the writing on the wall here, guys? And of course, feminism is very closely tied to socialism because they love that. For some reason, they go hand in hand. They like the government to be in full control, and especially if they are female and they are in control. And you've noticed about these socialism people that they have the money, they have the power, they have their cars, they have everything, but they want the people not to have any of that stuff, but they have it themselves. So that's the way socialism seems to work, and people aren't surely going to swallow that, are they? Anyway, once again, back to this Jussie Omelette guy. I heard he could get 1 to 3 years for this making a false report to the police and all that. But look at the money that it must have cost and the man hours or lady hours, that was spent on this case alone. And it's costing the country and Chicago the money, right? Which is unfair. So it should all be paid back by this Omelette guy. And also he sent himself a letter, didn't he? A threatening letter to himself with crushed aspen or something in it to try and, make it all drama as well. And he should get done by the FBI for that as well. And he should go down and in jail for a long time, because I can see that it's 1 to 3 years and he'll probably get a 6-month suspended jail sentence, which is wrong, which would be wrong. So I firmly believe that he should go away for a very long time, and he should pay restitution to the Chicago police force for wasting their time. But he's a gay black man. So he ticks all the boxes, doesn't he, for that sort of thing, you know what I mean? Oh, and he's an actor as well, not a very good one. I also believe that before this hoax that he created, this Omelette guy, he also was stopped in a car, I believe. He was, I think, drunk, I'm not sure, or whatever. And he pretended he wasn't him. He pretended he was his brother. He was the brother, he was the brother. And so that's another thing. So this guy is a really, really nice guy, isn't he? Hey? And what he should do is do some damage control. In other words, man up, be a man. I know it's difficult for him, but, if he'd have just said, look, I screwed up, and he made a video, a apology video, to everybody in America and to the police force in Chicago, and that would have helped a great deal. But to continue with this, I'm telling the truth, which is so obvious he's not. If he would just man up, it would help him a great deal. Maybe he will, maybe he'll have to, but to continue going through without any remorse by the look of it is going to hopefully be worse on him. I don't see anything good in his future, do you? What do you people think? Do you think he should be let off with just a slap on the wrist, or should he get serious, and I mean serious, jail time? He'd probably like it in jail anyway. See ya.